Hey guys, Laz here, and okay, rare thing, video the next day or something like that, or same day because this is recorded like almost 24 hours ago. But yeah, we got stats. We got the stats for the new banner units. Ileana is another Micaiah without the armor effectiveness in terms of attack and res, which is good. She's pretty good. Speed is workable. Defense is her dump stat, to be honest. And then Jill is speedy as fuck. I can't really come up with words. I'm not surprised her dump stat is resistance. I mean, yeah, it could have been HP for all I care, but it's whatever. But she's got good attack and good speed to work with. It's almost 40-40, which would have been just perfect on honesty. Shinon is mostly offensive, although his bow does give him +5 to all stats, and that in turn comes with a conditional disencounter, which the conditions are pretty damn simple, which is just be alone. Just be once, I think, one or two spaces away. Let me pause real quick. I will confirm that right now because I'm dead curious. Okay, so I was right. So it is, if he's just not adjacent to an ally, he's gonna get those +5s to all stats and that close counter. I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention that it's a conditional close counter, but it is the first range weapon to even have close counter built in to begin with, even if it is conditional. That's insane. Now we're moving on to Gotri over here. There's that. He is your typical armor unit, typical tanky armor unit, which with speed he doesn't need, and then he's got good defensive stats and a good attack stat to work with, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's honestly pretty good. Typical armor unit. Am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Also no, because it's a pretty good stat line. Now, the one we've been waiting for to see, because I'm dead curious about her, is Petrine right over here. That's a watermark for the data miner. But Petrine here, she's she's a Lance Cavalry unit, but by God, those stats are amazing. She's got a 51 attack with her weapon. And yes, I say 51 attack because she does get a preferred weapon. Thank God. Yes. She gets a preferred weapon. I don't want to say she has a dump stat, but her lowest stat is resistance. Not surprising. Her defense is absolutely workable. She is fast, and she hits hard, from what I can tell. For a Lance Cav, anyways, because they get BST reductions because of their movement type. She looks hot. She looks hot. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna not stutter. She's got good stats to work with, and she's got a weapon. Now, I'm not sure if you can't see it. I'll try to. That does nothing. Oh, okay, yeah, the lily does nothing. Let me pause real fast so I can go back. Okay. Got it now. Hopefully, it gets, okay, hopefully you guys can see it. This is as big as I can make it. But, yeah. Let me just check real fast. Okay, in case if you guys still can't see it for whatever reason, I'll read it off to you. It is Flame Lance. Effective against beast foes. Grant speed +3. So she's hitting 40 speed, I believe. Yeah, 40 speed with her weapon. And the start of combat, if her HP is above 50%, she can calculate damage based on the foe's res. And inflict speed and res -5 on foe during combat. Basically, she's gonna make sure her opponent doesn't double, and if her opponent has a low res stat, she's gonna make it even lower to do more damage. Now, essentially, she's not gonna do well against mages or magic units in general, because they generally have a high res. But that's if her HP is above 50%. You go below that, and it just becomes a normal, damage calculation with a defense. So something like attack speed push 4, if you have it, would probably be okay. There's also Ardent Sacrifice. So you can use that as well if you want to make sure that she stays below 50% and try to keep her alive to do damage to units who have no defense and all res. But for units who have low res and high defense, she wipes the floor with them pretty much. That's ridiculous. Her other skills do make me question. Just one of them at least. Of course, because she's got good defense to work with, like 30 defense. You know, she's got, I believe, Ignis. It does not show here, but considering a common pattern with Grand Hero Banner units that use Glowing Ember, they're bound to have Ignis and not Bonfire. Because Ignis does a lot more damage. Because I think it's 80%. She gets attack speed push 3, which is a 5-star rarity, which I'm not surprised. What puzzles me a little bit, but I kind of get it why, considering you can already see some of it. So you see threat and attack, right? That was too high of a scroll. Threaten, attack, defense. She's got Rudolph's C skill, but not to tier 3. Because tier 3, from what I'm reading here on my other screen, is the same thing, you know, at start of turn of units within 2 spaces of a foe, or foes, I assume multiple as well. It grants attack, tier 3 grants attack and defense plus 5 to the unit who is using it. For 1 turn, and inflicts attack defense minus 5 on foes within 2 spaces through the next actions. The tier 2 version is literally a start of turn, inflicts attack and defense minus 4 on foes within 2 spaces through their next actions. That puzzles me a little bit, but I get why they wouldn't want to give a tier 3 skill, because that's overpowered for a Grail unit. If you ever get Rudolph at any given point, or gotten him already, and you don't want to keep him, you can give that tier 3 skill to her along with whatever else he's got. Let me take a quick look real fast. Alright, she lacks a B slot. You can give her a good B slot to work with, or replace her A slot if you don't like the whole push effect. You want solo, that's fine too. Anything works as long as it regards her to attack, speed, or defense stat. Res is kind of her dump stat here, because it ends up at 24. Which, honestly, I get why they don't want to give the tier 3. But it's kind of puzzling they gave the tier 2 of threat and attack defense. It puzzles me, but at the same time, for those of you who have Rudolph and want to fodder him off, or haven't fodder him off yet, there you go. There you go. There's your grand unit to give it to. Betrine, because she already has the rest, so just give her that and then give her some other skills, run a decent build, you're done. You can run distant counter of her if you want to be that risky because of her res stat being pathetically low in some cases, then there's that. But my fears were never realized. Thank God. They did not come to fruition. They did not come to reality. She's got her weapon. Yes. She's got good skills to go with it. And she does adaptive damage, technically. That's kind of half of the dragon adaptive damage, where it only calculates one. It doesn't calculate the other, unless you hit under the threshold, into which it just becomes a normal weapon. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. As for the other units, let me know who you're gonna summon. Who do you want to spark? I would go against sparking for Ileana, just because you can get her at 4-star. So, in my personal opinion, excluding Ileana, who of the 3 would you want to spark if you have the orbs to do so? For me, honestly, it is going to be Shinon. Shinon is just that powerful. Sure, Jill is great, but Shinon is just... I can't do that noise. There you go. And if you want... I guess, well... I think, man, I really want to eat my words, but I'm not going to do it. Petrine is going to be my next Grail project then, I guess. I'm almost done with Ashnard. I'm just waiting for his rerun. And then here comes Petrine. She's the new hotness for me. I'm gonna put a lot into her. I don't mean it in that way. I'm gonna put a lot of effort and skills into her. That just sounds just as wrong. Alright, okay, enough of me rambling. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jargon, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, I pray it's gonna be something different, but if it's gonna be another Farmer Heroes video, what else can I do? All I hope is for you guys to have a great day. Take care, thank you for watching, and see you later.